Aloha. It's your favorite friend with questionable character, Aloha Mr. Hand, coming to you on this not as hot as yesterday, June 6th, 2021, courtesy of our friends at From the 108. And of course, powered by Jack Daniels. You'll be happy to know I'll be having some. And also, before I get started, let me say I have started doing a new podcast with my buddy K-Fids. You can check that out. It's called The Tainted Glove. We have a couple done. Be marching forward soon, so feel free to check it out. Available on all your podcast platforms. Rate us, subscribe. Tell us what you think. Tell us we're great. Tell us we suck. That's what it's all there for. But today, the White Sox beat up. I wouldn't say beat up, but they beat the Detroit Tigers 3-0 to take the series, win 3 out of 4. Sox are doing exactly what they should against quote unquote inferior teams. They are beating them and beating them handily and regularly. I really appreciate this because as a long-time suffering Sox fan, there were many a year where they would play great against the top-tier teams and then lose 3 out of 4 to a team like this year's version of the Tigers. So it's great to see that they seem to understand the concept of when you have an opponent down, step on their throats and keep them down and just keep winning. If you keep winning, everything will be fine. Remember, you don't have, don't get me wrong, 10, 15 game winning streaks are awesome, but win series. Let's just say it's all 3-game series. Win 2 out of 3 and as many series as you can and go from there because generally you will have a winning record. And remember, if you won 2 out of every 3 in a 162 game schedule, that gives you a record of 108 and 54. 108. Yeah. So keep that in mind and remember it's about long-term sustainability, not a short-term burst. It's, as the saying goes, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Last year was the sprint. This year's the marathon. So Dylan Cease gets the win today. Looked pretty impressive. There were a couple moments where I was getting a little frustrated with him. A couple of the 0-2 to 3-2 pitch count things. That just is one of my personal pet peeves. When you got a guy down 0-2, next thing you know, you got a full count with him. You got him down 0-2, finish the deal. Challenge him, get him out. Don't be cutesy pie. That drives me insane. But Cease looked sharp. Then you had Bummer. Then you had the South Slider. Liam Hendricks come in for the save. 3 runs scored. All 3 runs in the second inning. And that was all she wrote. But more importantly, congratulations to Tony La Russa. Moves to number 2 on the all-time managers victory list. I seriously doubt he gets to number 1, which is Connie Mack, because Connie Mack's about 1,000 victories ahead of him, and it'd take 10 years of 100 victories a season probably to match him. I don't see him being around that long, but that's just me. So, but let's face it, we all know why we're here. I have my Jack Daniels White Sox glass. Ever trusty Jack Daniels. And, of course, you know what time it is. It's time for a victory shot. So, let me, as my phone's ringing right now, pour my shot here. Go a little more. There we go. That should work. So, to the White Sox for a victory today, for winning 3 out of 4, and having a 4-game lead in the division because Cleveland got curb stomped by Baltimore today. Yes, Baltimore. So, hopefully the White Sox, this is just the beginning, and hopefully they can move forward and increase that lead a little bit. If you listen to the From the 108 podcast, you heard them talking about clinch dates of August 30th, September 10th, September 11th. Would be nice. Don't see it, but would be nice. So, but anyway, more importantly, cheers to a White Sox victory. And with that, I am out. Bang.